The woman was beaten by her mother-in-law until her face was covered in blood. Then she was forced to take off all her clothes in front of her mother-in-law and husband and leave the house with nothing. However, her husband just stood by and watched coldly. Just when the woman was about to take off the last piece of clothing, the husband beside her suddenly stepped forward and hugged her. However, when he opened his mouth, he didn't mean to ask her to stay. Instead, he kept cursing at her and told her to get out. After seeing the true faces of her husband's family clearly, the woman was completely disappointed. She signed the divorce agreement and agreed to leave the house with nothing. Even so, the mother-in-law still didn't intend to let her go. She asked the woman to take off the wedding ring, and in the woman's heart, the moment the wedding ring was taken off, there would be no relationship between them anymore. Then the woman resolutely walked out of the house, and the husband thought smugly that his wife would come back to beg him to get back together humbly in a few days. However, he didn't know that his wife was actually a billionaire. In order not to make her husband feel inferior, the woman had hidden her true identity and married him. She even arranged a $1 billion investment for the man's company. The woman never expected that her efforts would lead to such an outcome, so the woman decided to disclose her true identity and take revenge on her husband's family. On this day, the investment promotion meeting held by the woman's company was held as scheduled. The woman's mother-in-law and husband were also at the scene. At this time, the woman appeared in a luxury car. Instantly, she attracted everyone's attention. Just when the woman was about to enter the venue, she was stopped by her mother-in-law stretching out her hand. The vicious mother-in-law thought that the woman had managed to enter such a high-end occasion by seducing rich men. She also teamed up with a vicious woman and wanted to publicly humiliate her. But the woman was no longer weak. She splashed a glass of water on the vicious woman and pinned her to the table. The husband rushed out to stop her. The mother-in-law tried to call the security guards to throw her out, but they didn't know that the woman was actually the boss there. As a result, the mother-in-law was slapped by the security guards instead. The woman felt that such revenge was far from enough. She was determined to bankrupt her husband's entire family.